G'day, welcome. You're watching CruiseAway, the #1 choice in Oz for holidays that deliver real travel, real adventure and an all-round good time. I'm Jo.
And I'm Derek. Great to have you with us. Over the next half an hour, we're bringing the world to your doorstep with exciting discoveries at the best prices you'll find anywhere.
Here at CruiseAway, we've been sending Australian travellers on amazing cruise holidays for over 25 years. Our award-winning team specialise in bringing you the best deals from all major cruise lines, sailing right across the globe. Whether you're looking to cruise locally or afar, with thousands of unmissable deals available right now, you can be sure we'll find you your perfect cruise holiday. So, if you're ready, let's go cruising.
Yes, let's. And welcome to a Discover Japan and Beyond special, where we'll whisk you off to the magical islands of welcoming Japan to revel in the sights, learn about the traditions, meet old and new, and marvel at the incredible beauty all around.
Yes, 3 very special holidays, all celebrating the rich culture of these fascinating ports of call. From bustling city centres to serene temples, we'll show you the best way to immerse yourself in this continent of contrast. Later in the show, we'll be free at sea on the Norwegian Jade, enjoying inclusive cruising as well, as we journey from Japan to South Korea in October.
Yes, and we also have a cruise and Tokyo tour to look forward to in August, spending 4 days discovering the very best of Tokyo and Mount Fuji before princess cruising on a diamond of a journey. First, though, we are celebrity inclusive cruising, all included in Japan and South Korea next March. Your 16-night dream away escape begins when you fly to Tokyo from Sydney and enjoy a 3-night hotel stay in the city that really does offer you everything.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Tokyo is so magical, and there's such variety on offer when you go to Tokyo. And you'll have a great amount of time here to experience the city's full contrast, you know, from ancient traditions to cutting-edge innovation. And then we're down to the port of Yokohama, where we'll be cruising on the beautiful Celebrity Millennium for a 12-night luxury all-included cruise with drinks, Wi-Fi and gratuities already built into your cruise fare. So very little to have to budget for, and that just makes cruising even easier than it already is. I love that. So this is going to be your wines, your beers, your spirits, your soft drinks, your bottles of water, all of the like included already for you, whether that's an aperitif or with dinner. I just love this kind of cruising because, you know, all you really have to think about is a couple of shore excursions, maybe a spa treatment or 2, or a spot of shopping on board. And I tell you what, when it comes to your evening meal, there's so much variety. You already have, if you're a first-time cruiser, you already have your main dining room included, and you already have your buffet, your marketplace, international variety of foods, which are 24/7, by the way, up there in some form. That's all included for you. When it comes to additional dining experiences, which are a nominal fee, sushi on 5, the Tuscan Grill, these are just some of the many options for you to enjoy specialty dining. Just a lovely thing to do if you have a special occasion, to be honest, and enjoy some of those. La Petite Chef, this is wonderful too. It's a unique and charming restaurant concept where the animated chef prepares the actual dishes that will be served to you. So much fun. Then you have got the Ocean View Cafe, as I mentioned and touched on. So many different cuisines up there for you to enjoy. American and global cuisine, pasta, pizza, salad stations, great breakfasts, wonderful lunches, and of course easy dinners as well, easy breezy. Even afternoon tea, you can enjoy afternoon tea. The Cafe Obacchio and Gelateria, they make the fresh cakes and gelato every single day. It is like a small city on a cruise ship. They actually have everything made for you daily, which is wonderful. Cellar Masters, if you want to do some wine tasting. Yes, there's actually on board shore excursions, so to speak, alongside ones in the ports of call that you can book with the team, and nightly shows and daily activities in the theatre during sea days. 12 nights out of Yokohama, a day at sea will see us into Kyoto, where we are going to enjoy an overnight on board. Kyoto, which still follows a grid layout designed over 1,000 years ago, based on ancient Chinese capitals. Now, an excursion you could do would be to step into a traditional Mashiya townhouse and experience how Kyoto life has remained largely unchanged for centuries. And, time to explore after dark there. Koshi's next, one of the few places where street markets have run continuously for over 300 years. Walk through the Sunday market, stretching for over a kilometre with local crafts and regional food. They do have markets every day. It's not just on the Sunday there. Castle's great. And then Busan awaits with gorgeous coastlines, hiding temples that face the sea. As you can see right there, just lovely rocky coastline, very atmospheric. And you can visit Heidong Gunchana, which is just above the cliffs there. That's great to visit. Nagasaki's next, which has really a hybrid culture. You're going to experience Japanese, Chinese and European influences in the architecture here, and take a walking tour so you can explore hidden districts where Western style meets the Eastern right there. Then it's Kagoshima. And of course, you have the Sakurajima volcano here, which is so active it regularly coats the city in fine ash. Don't worry, you'll be fine. You can visit the areas which have been adapted to local living along the volcano. And then it's Shimizu, another great volcano view there, Mount Fuji. This is the tea capital of the region too, some of the finest in Japan due to the climate and volcanic soil. So maybe do an excursion to go to some of the plantations. Yokohama for an overnight on board. This is the port for Tokyo, of course, and one of the first Japanese ports to open to foreign trade. You're half an hour on the bullet train to get into central Tokyo for another little look there as well, which is great. Lovely waterfront districts in Yokohama to enjoy. We have then included your transfer to the airport to fly you back to Australia after you disembark the ship. But here's an overview, flying into Tokyo and enjoying a couple of nights there in a hotel, off with some sea days along the way. Kyoto, Kochi, South Korea, Busan, Nagasaki, Kagoshima. Then we have that overnight in Yokohama to enjoy Tokyo or Yokohama before we fly you back to Oz.
And note the date for this as well, because everything's coming into full bloom. It is coming through to that most incredible time of the year where all of the cherry blossoms are starting to develop their wonderful bloom. So it's quite a magical time of the year to be in Japan as well. And it's amazing. I mean, it's such a land of contrasts. It is incredible. So this is your chance to go celebrity cruising at that wonderful cherry blossom time of the year as well. The celebrations, the culture, the ceremony that make Japan just magic. And look at the price tag we have for you here. Given that this is a luxury cruise, it's included as well because you have your drinks included, you have Wi-Fi included, and you have your gratuities as well. This really is incredible. And honestly, this is the way to go and see Japan as well, because you go to new places literally while you sleep. So you enjoy one of the most incredible seasons in the calendar in Japan, witnessing the colours, the sights, the sounds, the traditions with your celebrity cruise. Luxury cruise travel, great food as we touched on, entertainment, relaxed times, and great fun as well. A lovely team on board looking after you. The fabulous fine dining, of course, drinks are included, Wi-Fi for research or just keeping in touch, that's included, and some of the most boutique and modern ships that there are at sea as well. Literally beauty at every turn. So your holiday price here includes your flights to and from Tokyo. You've got the 3-night hotel stay there to enjoy, and then that 12 nights of inclusive celebrity millennium cruising. Japan's incredible cities with highlights such as Kagoshima to see the Sakurajima active volcano, poignant and very vibrant Hiroshima, and Shimizu for incredible Mount Fuji as well. The cruise ends with the overnight call into the port city for Tokyo, and we've included the transfer from there to the airport to fly home. We've taken care of absolutely everything at an amazing price tag. And any questions, you've always got the magic toll-free number to call. Here's all the details that you need for this amazing holiday. It is incredible, and honestly, I am watching a series online right now. I don't know if you have access to BritBox yourself, but if you do, there's a series called Great Japanese Rail Journeys, which takes you right the way across all of the islands of Japan, and then you realise that When you talk about a part of Japan being a tea picking area, for instance, it's all hand-picked green tea, and it is processed in such a fine way, which is why it's thousands of dollars per kilo. But you see the way that that is done. Japan is amazing for tradition and order and warm welcome, and it's so clean and traveling around. Honestly, you should do it. If you've had Japan on your list for a long, long time, do it with Celebrity, because you're doing it in a very quality way as well. The ships are just beautiful, and every element of your holiday is there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just there. When you're going to Japan, you want the best of everything, don't you?
Yeah, it's the hottest destination in travel at the moment. It really is. And you can just see why. So our Japanese discovery continues with an autumn visit. Enjoy the changing of the seasons, the traditions of yesteryear, and visit amazing icons of nature across this 17-night escape. We'll fly you to Tokyo first, where you'll enjoy this vibrant and surprising city with a 2-night hotel stay. Now, the thing I love about Tokyo, and I've heard is fantastic, is all of the quirky cafes you can visit. There's a capybara cafe. Oh, they're like giant guinea pig, in case you didn't know. Cat cafes galore, a vampire cafe, a robot cafe. You know, because Japanese put the Q in quirky, don't they? They know how to make things fun and inventive and creative. Lots of private karaoke booths, lots of bright lights like the Shibuya crossing. We love it. Down to the port of Yokohama for your adventure, and you're going to embark Norwegian Jade for an 11-night all-inclusive cruise. That means your drinks, your Wi-Fi, your shore excursions credits and specialty dining is included on this trip, which is wonderful. So you're going to have 3 nights of specialty dining on this adventure. Oh, 4 actually. Wow. So that means that, you know, this is a nominal extra fee normally, and you don't pay for that. $50 shore excursions credit per stateroom per port. So that makes it easy to book your excursions with that little discount. Also, premium drinks. So, you know, your top shelf liquors, your good wines, all of these things are included. It's very little for you to have to worry about. I love cruises like this. It's all about the inclusions for me, making life so much easier on board than it already is. And it is going to be a breeze for you, because you're just going to have the best possible experience in the original, what they call freestyle cruising. And that means that you don't have to book in any dining times. You can just cruise up to the dining room, no pun intended, anytime you want for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or even afternoon tea, because that's all included for you. When it comes to specialty dining, you do normally need to book times, but, you know, it's not a fuss. It's just very easy. Pop down to reception and do that. Great nightly shows on Norwegian Cruise Lines in the Stardust Theatre. You've got some fantastic cabaret-style shows with the main dance cast. You've got visiting acts galore. Lots to keep you entertained, no doubt, as you're on this adventure. And lots of daytime activities too. So we're cruising out of Yokohama, the port for Tokyo, with 11 nights on board. And first up, we're into Shimizu, one of the best places to view Mount Fuji, which is reflected against the sea. A rare perspective to see, actually. Visit Miho no Matsubara, where the pine groves frame iconic Fuji views on an excursion. Then it's Kyoto, where the streets still follow a 1,000-year-old grid, and many traditions remain unchanged here. Step into a traditional tea ceremony. I know you were touching on that, Derek. It's just a really great thing to experience in this part of the world with century-old rituals. Then it's Sendai, and we don't often see this on itineraries in Japan. The city of trees, as it's known, with lovely wide boulevards lined with greenery, and you might want to visit the Matsushima Bay, one of the most scenic landscapes in Japan. Then it's Hakodate, and wow, look at those beautiful bridges. And this time of year, you'll see the changing of the leaves is going to be gorgeous in the botanical gardens. Don't forget, you've got your $50 shore excursions credit per stateroom to use on excursions. And Mori's next up. And again, this will be a great place to see the coloured leaves changing. Known for a lot of festivals, Mori, actually. And you might want to visit the Nobuta Museum, which tells you about the Nobuta Festival, or you know, local orchards. Then it's Akita, home to samurai history, beautifully preserved districts as well. Now, a sake brewery tour would be the one to do here, to learn all about the sake industry and have some cheeky tastings along the way, maybe with a bottle to bring home. Then it's Kanazawa, and producers almost all of Japan's gold leaf, even used on food. And you might want to try the gold leaf ice cream and explore traditional craft districts whilst you're here in Kanazawa for sure. Then we're into Sakaminato. And this is, look, you can see the beautiful feudal architecture here. Walk Mizuki Shigeru Road here, which is lined with yokai spirit statues, and you'll get a real feel for this port when you do that. We're going to cruise next into Seoul in South Korea, and we're going to enjoy some time here. 2 nights in a hotel in Seoul, in fact, giving you, perfect amount of time to enjoy the ancient culture and the cutting-edge modern energy of Seoul. And you might want to explore the palaces with traditional guards still performing the ceremonial changes, and then the Hanok village with centuries of tradition, the Seoul Tower to see the modern skyline as well. It's just such a dynamic and fast-paced city. After that, we're going to be flying you back to Australia. So flying into Tokyo, enjoying the hotel stay, cruising through some great ports in Japan, enjoying the changing of the colour and the changing of the seasons of the, the leaves, and then enjoying some time in Seoul before flying you back to Oz.
It's just breathtaking. This whole trip really is. It's your chance to enjoy the peace and calm and serenity of both Japan and South Korea in autumn as well. There's so much to see, there's so much to learn as well, and I love how inclusive your cruise is here as well. So let's get your price tag straight in, because this is not as much as maybe you've even been costing up trips to Japan, and even a few nights just in a couple of cities in Japan with your airfares and eye-watering price tags. You think of the variety that you have going on here. I mean, your DreamAway package for this price is your flight from Sydney to Tokyo with a 2-night hotel stay there, then 11 nights of that dreamy inclusive cruising on Norwegian Jade with open bar premium drinks package, your hotel charge gratuities, Wi-Fi, 4-night speciality dining package, and your shore excursion credits for every port that you go into as you sail from Tokyo and circle Japan's main islands of Honshu and Hokkaido with amazing landscapes, history, tradition and modernity all in one. And your cruise ends in Incheon, which is the port for Seoul in South Korea. We'll transfer you to your hotel in the city to stay for 2 nights before you then fly back. It's all included in that price tag there. It is crazy. Here's all the details that you need. And remember, deposits today. That's all we're asking today. A wonderful trip for this year as well. Quite often when people are preparing for this kind of trip, they might do it a whole year in advance, 2 years in advance, maybe even longer, where this one happens this year. So if you're thinking, right, okay, now is the time for us to go and do an adventure like this. Remember, you do all of the traveling generally while you're asleep. That's when you go from one port to another, which is great. It's a great way of waking up the next day, fully refreshed, beautifully entertained, well fed, etc., etc. And then you arrive somewhere new to discover new stories, new traditions, new places, and a wonderful time of year to see it as well. Listen, call us toll free right now. All we need is a deposit today to lock in that amazing price tag. So do it as quickly as you possibly can. Oh, so excited, because our final trip to Japan takes us to active volcanoes, iconic mountainscapes, and a true mix of old and new across Japan. Enjoying the warm welcome and the friendly atmosphere on board a Princess cruise. This 17-night DreamAway starts on the 13th of August, flying over to Tokyo. And when you arrive, your 4-day fully escorted discovery tour begins. Let's see the sights on this amazing treat. Andy has all the highlights for us.
Welcome to Japan, where ancient tradition meets breathtaking scenery on this unforgettable journey from Tokyo to the majestic Mount Fuji region. After touching down in this vibrant metropolis, you'll be met at the airport and transferred to your hotel, with time to settle in and start soaking up the atmosphere of this incredible destination. The following morning, discover the city's iconic highlights. Visit the historic Sensoji Temple, the oldest and most colourful Buddhist temple, before strolling along the lively Nakamise Street, filled with traditional treats and handcrafted souvenirs. You'll then ascend the striking Skytree for sweeping panoramic views across the skyline. unwind in the peaceful surrounds of Ueno Park, and explore the elegant district of Ginza, where sleek boutiques and world-class dining showcase modern Japan at its best. Day 3 blends history with high-speed adventure. After visiting the serene grounds of the Imperial Palace, board the legendary Shinkansen bullet train to Odawara. Discover the city's historic castle before heading into the natural beauty of Hakone National Park. You'll then enjoy a cruise across tranquil Lake Ashi with unforgettable views of Mount Fuji before travel up to Fuji's 5th station, some 2,300 metres above sea level, to enjoy spectacular views of Japan's most iconic peak. Later, soar above Lake Kawaguchi on the panoramic ropeway before enjoying a delicious local dinner in the Fuji region. On your final day, travel to historic Kamakura, home to the impressive Great Buddha and the beautiful Hasadera Temple, before finishing the tour in the port of Yokohama, carrying unforgettable memories of imperial history, sacred landscapes and timeless Japan.
Wow, what an adventure. You'll then be transferred to the port of Yokohama to embark Diamond Princess for a 10-night luxury cruise. And Princess really does have it all. They are classic cruising at the very, very best. Award-winning food, entertainment, and so much more. It really is special, and there's a reason why so many of Australians come back year after year and cruise after cruise to enjoy Princess. It's just iconic. It's an iconic cruising product and experience. You've got your adults only top deck retreat, which is wonderful up there. You can enjoy a cabana massage, the Lotus Spa if you want to book everything from full facials to inothermy treatments. There's the traditional onsen experience too. This is a traditional Japanese spa, so you can you can do a daily thermal sweep pass or a cruise thermal sweep pass to enjoy that. Saunas up there too, of course. Incredible staterooms. The staterooms are, well, the beds have won awards as well. They're super comfy, and when you get a balcony, that is just the cherry on top of the sundae. That experience of just being so close to the ocean. Or maybe you're going to upgrade to a club class mini suite whilst you're on board for something special. And there's so many bells and whistles included with that as well, such as your suite concierge and lounge. It's wonderful. You're just going to have an absolute whale of a time on board. Now, when it comes to entertainment, Broadway caliber shows, I mean, they are fantastic. But that's just the evening. In the daytime, actually, you might not realise this if you've not cruised before, but there's tons of activities in the schedule. Whether you want to be out on deck playing bowls or bago, which is where you throw little kind of beanbags into a hole. That's a fun one. Or giant Jenga or shuffleboard. They got it all. We're going to be cruising out of Yokohama for 10 nights, and we are off on a wonderful cruise. First up, we're heading into Kumano, which is part of an ancient pilgrimage route, actually, that was walked over 1,000 years ago. Now, you might want to walk sections of the Kumano Kudo, this actual route, on an excursion. It will take you through the lovely forested mountains, and you'll see some shrines. Then we are into Wakayama, home to the most sacred mountain temple complexes here. Now, you can visit Mount Koya, where these temples and monasteries sit alongside the towering cedar trees. That's going to be lovely landscapes, isn't it? Koshi's next. This is known for a lively food culture. You can do a food tour on board, and they even run one with the executive chef that if you book early, it's quite intimate groups. That would be once in a lifetime experience, wouldn't it? We're into Busan in Korea next, which is a lovely coastal city. You can visit the Haedong Temple here, which is set in cliffs above the sea, pictured right there. It's absolutely beautiful, and some of the pictures you'll have from the coastline will be unbelievable. Nagasaki awaits us next, which has had loads of international influences over the centuries. You can explore Dejima, which was the only link to the outside world once in Japan, on an excursion, and of course well-seasoned guides will give you the lowdown in these ports. Kagoshimia's next, dominated by Sakurajima, the most active volcano in Japan. Ferry across this, by the way, to get undeniably gorgeous views, and you'll explore the lava landscapes and streaming vents there. Then it's Shimizu, and you can visit Miho Matsubara here, with the pine groves, which is lovely, and the Sumpo Castle Park is also fantastic for these gorgeous landscapes. We're back into Yokohama where we'll disembark and we'll fly you back to Australia. So flying into Tokyo, doing that incredible tour, of course, days 2, 3 and 4. Then we're going to be embarking Diamond Princess, heading to some off the beaten track Japanese sports, to be honest, such as Kumano and Wakayama, and then we're Busan, Nagasaki, Shimizu, and then disembarking, of course, in Tokyo and flying home.
Yeah, and come back and have a sand bath while you're there as well. You literally lay in the volcanic sand, which is heated from the geothermal activity under the ground. It's about 50 degrees. Apparently, it's very, very good for you. You'll come out a new person. So, if you fancy this, then a chance to tour, explore and cruise in Japan and South Korea this August, over 14 nights in all. Again, we have an incredible, incredible price tag to show you. This is what we do here at CruiseAway. We negotiate right the way through travel, not just the cruise lines, hotel lines, hotel brands, airlines, the whole lot. But this for you is an incredible chance to satisfy your curiosity. Travel the famous Shinkansen bullet train, really see Tokyo and Mount Fuji, and actually the famous Obon Festival coincides with your trip as well while you're on your tour. So you've got your return flights from Sydney to Tokyo included in your package, the 3-night fabulous tour, the transfer to the port city Yokohama where you begin your 10 nights of cruising on the Diamond Princess, with so many highlight ports as well in Kyushu and Honshu Islands, and also visiting Busan over in South Korea as well. Enjoy the wonderful optional trips to attractions along the way via excursion, or just wander as you want and go and explore before heading back into Yokohama to fly back home from Tokyo, all for this incredible price tag. Here's all the details that you need. It's amazing. Again, that price is based on Sydney flights. If you want quotes from other airports, again, just let us know and we will cost up. And maybe you want to create something which is completely bespoke to you. You love the idea of the Tokyo and the Mount Fuji cruise, but you also want to spend longer in Tokyo. You could do that either before or after the cruise. So talk to the team and we can definitely make that happen for you. Remember, when you call us, it is toll free. Any question, absolutely fine. We've been asked everything in over 25 years in business here in CruiseAway, and we are going to get you market-beating price tags for the packages that we do. I mean, that one which has the wonderful tour and the cruise as well, plus the flights all packaged in for you. And again, it just saves you the headache. You know, you're going to somewhere unfamiliar anyway, so let someone take care of all of the travel arrangements for you, and then you can just go and have a wonderful time.
You absolutely can, because, you know, we just make it so much easier for you to have this trip maybe you've been planning for years and you've frozen at the execution point because you've been like, hang on, where do we even begin? We want to go here, here, here. Well, this is the thing about cruising. Not only do you not have to think about booking restaurants every night or every, afternoon or in the morning where we're going to have breakfast. It's all done for you on a cruise, and you head to these destinations, you book your excursions, and, they even line up the meeting points and take you there. Everything is done for you. But you can do as little or as much as you want on a cruise. That's the great thing.
It's incredible. And listen, we can take you on many other packages to Japan at many other times as well. So check out the website too. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.